Hey, I'm Meredith and we're back with another tie-dyeing project. This is the normal tie-dyeing kit out of any grocery store, Walmart, Target, Amazon sells it online. And we're going to use 100% all cotton towel. This is what our kitchen towels look like, straight from the pack. And today we're going to be talking about spirals or swirls. This is the normal, just one spiral that goes on t-shirts. You can do anything that we're doing on towels, you can do to a t-shirt. It's the same concept. You go from that one spiral to a double spiral, which becomes a spider. This is one that we'll look at today. Depending on where you start your spiral is what kind of look you come up with. This is a different towel. You can start to see the face that forms. Then we'll do this one also. It really looks like a face. My daughter thinks it looks like an owl. Those are the eyes and the beak. Stay tuned. You decide if you want to put it off center or center of the spiral. You take your two fingers with your thumb and you just start twisting it. You see all these ridges. As you twist in a counterclock motion, these ridges are going to go up, and that's what's going to get majority of the color of the strong color in the front, and then if you flip it over in the back there will be ridges accordingly. So now that I've got it going together, now I'm going to just make it all into a ball and take a rubber band and we're going to hold it. Normally, if you've got a project kit similar to the one I showed in the very beginning, you do have some starter rubber bands and some glue. So that's going to be it for the spiral. On this one, we're going to do the spider tie-dye, and basically it's a double illusion of a spiral. So I took the whole square and I just folded it in half. And again, you decide if you want the spiral on the very edge, everything's going to be duplicated, or you can come and do a single and have two different spiders. Today we're going to fold on the edge just so you can see the mirrored image. So again, two fingers and your thumb, and you start just spiraling it. When you're doing t-shirts, they're a little different on how you have to fold them, and later on we'll do some t-shirts, but today we're just working on our kitchen towels because all of our towels tend to be tie-dyed. Now that I've got it now that I've got it all put in a circular motion, we'll get that back together. Hey, we're back doing our towels. In the last segment we were talking about a spider image tie-dye. So the first one we put it on this actual seam so you could see the mirror image. This time we're going to do it where it shows a double spiral or a double spider, and there's usually a face that's formed in it, and that's the cool part about doing it this way. So I've took it and I folded it in half, and I'm just trying to get the creases out, and then we're going to put one. This would be about center, so we're going a little bit towards the edge of center, and I'm just going to do another spiral effect just to show you the difference between the two different techniques. It's the same technique, it's just where you start your center spiral. Gives you a totally different look. We've got it all put together, and we're going to come back and we're going to put rubber bands on it to hold what we've got. Again, you can buy multiple size rubber bands for any project you want to do, and they're like $1 for 50 or 100 of them, or they come in a kit. So we are about to color the ones that we did that were the spirals. So at this point, just to color, I've got a light green, I've got a dark teal, and a lighter teal that I think I'm going to start with. So I'm going to use the green, and then this is the full strength teal color. No, sorry, this is the lighter. This is the, well, that's the faded, you can see. And I think I'm going to come back in with some green. And I'm just putting a little bit of color everywhere that I think I want color. And then we'll finish this with green. Now, since this side's done, we're going to flip this over, and then you have a completely free spot. Now, if you wanted a black out, you would put black in, but I think instead we're going to come in with a light pink. And we're just going to color the back side light pink, and I can show you the effects of a different solid back color, because they're totally cool. And then I'm going to come back in here. Well, I'll come back with this. And where I see a little bit of white left, where the sides are coming through, I'm just going to come in and add a little bit of color on the side. We're going to let that one sit as we're doing the next one. This time I think I'm going to do it a little different. I think we're going to do the reds, and we'll do the back side in teal. So we're going to do a big red, or pink, I'm sorry. Here's the red. Guess there's not a lot of difference. It will be when we get ready and wash them out. And I'm going to put a shot of the teal running in the main swirl. That'll give you a little bit of purples. Oh, always got to have a towel that you can tie-dye on the side. Just to get that color up. We'll finish this one out. And I'll come back in. We'll flip this one over, and you can see there's some color that's already running, which is awesome. And I'm going to use, this is the teal that I watered down, so it's a more of a green color at this point. We're just going to put more on the solid, and that'll help give it a different dimension. I'm going to move this out of the way so we can get the other one done. As you can see, it drips everywhere, so it's good to have something to wipe up with, and also something to a bag to put it in while you let it sit. This is that at this point I'm just doing little pie-shaped pieces. I think I want to go back with a darker red. You can use any color you want. I'm more or less using some colors that I already had out for a different tie-dye project, and these are going to be our kitchen towels, so it doesn't really matter. If you notice, I just did a V shape there and a V shape on this side, so we'll have a hint of color. I don't think I put any red on it yet, so it should all blend pretty nice. And then on the other side, instead of having one color on the back, we're just gonna do a big X. And then finish it out with some red. We'll do arrows of red. And then two. Doesn't matter how you put the colors. The object is to get all of the white colored. Now you also have to be aware, you can see right there I start to have some brown because I put red and green and it makes brown. So just as long as you're aware that you could get brown if you don't follow the chart. But I'm happy with that. I think I like it. Okay, I just use regular recyclable garbage bags from wherever we go or wherever we get bags from. So I'm just putting them in and I'm individually wrapping them so as they sit out, then they don't run color all over the table into the next project. As you can see, this one's already running. So this is why I put everything in individual bags to keep the colors separate. Like, you know, that one doesn't have a lot of red in it. So that could potentially destroy what colors or what general overall project you're looking for. And I'll let this sit for 6 to 24 hours. 6 to 8 is normal, 12 is fine, 24 is fine. And we'll let them just sit like this till we get ready to wash them out. So welcome back. We're about to wash out all of our pinwheels, our spiral stuff that we had tie-dyed yesterday. We're going to wash it out. It's been 24 hours later. Let's see what we've got. We're going to wash it out in low pressure. It doesn't have to be real high because we're just trying to pull the excess color out, not necessarily all the color. I'm going to put the light side on the top and the dark side to the bottom, and at this point we're just going to kind of wash it out. I'll leave the rubber bands on while I'm squishing it around till most of the excess color comes out. As soon as all the free color is out, the excess color, we're going to put it in some water that's about room temperature. We'll use up to, I don't know, half a cup of vinegar, but you can put up to half vinegar and water. And that's what you soak and cure your colors. It helps set your your dyes in your fabric. This fabric was a flower cloth. It's 100% cotton. It absorbs color very easily. It's one of my favorite things to tie-dye. We use them for kitchen towels. I'm going to unband it. I think that's enough color that came out of it. Now this just kind of falls apart, so it's super easy. As you can see, that starts the top of the ridges and the dye part. See if we can't. That's half of it. I don't know if you can see the face, so you can see it in a little bit. It'll look a little better, but this is the double spider tie-dye, and I'll show it to you after it sits in process. At this point, I've got water in this bucket. I'm going to put it in. I'll take some vinegar, and we'll just pour a heavy hand splash full and mix it in. And let's get to washing out the next set. If you're enjoying our tie-dyeing series, then make sure you hit the like button and share it or subscribe to it. We'd appreciate it. Our channel does just about anything with everyday life that happens around here. And we're always up to something. This one's got a lot of reds and purples. Kind of reminds me of tie-dyeing with the Kool-Aid, this color that's washing out. Let's see what this one looks like. There's the center swirl as it goes out. I'll show you the end result on these. Gonna add some more water to the bucket. Alright. This is another spiral we did. The last one that I just rinsed out was the traditional spiral that you see all over t-shirts. looks pretty much washed out. Everything's a light color. We're gonna soak it. That's your single spider. Then you cut them out. After you unfold it, you have two. I don't know if you'll be able to kind of see this design, but yeah, we'll like that one. Alright, last spiral on. But this one's got a lot of teal, so we'll have to make sure we wash it out really good. Teal is one of those colors that tends to bleed on your other projects. Super excited to see what this one looks like. Kind of looks like earth tones. Alright, ready to see what this one looks like? Let me. That's the spiral part. We'll see that one as a finished project. Hi, we're back for the reveal. This is going to be your double spider. You can see where there's the very center spider. Sometimes you get a face with it. It's all on what you see. This is the double that we started and we spun it off center. This is the next spiral that we did. This is the double spiral, but we did it more towards the center, maybe a little above center. But that's how that cowl came out. And again, guys, you can change the way it looks just by where you put your folds and what fold you use. The colors are always optional. Now this one was done, it's a double spider, but it was done this time. We were right here on the center edge and spun, and that's how that one came out. If you've enjoyed these, please stay tuned and watch for more videos, and like and share and subscribe, and comment if you want to see anything that you have a different design, or have any questions. By all means, comment. There's another just the traditional spiral, one time, just spiraled in the very center. That's how that one looked. Thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed it, please like, share, subscribe, comment below.